Hey everybody, my name is Bezad.
My name is Risa.
And we are here from Naked and Famous Denim, and today we are going to be kicking off the Naked and Famous Denim Fall Winter 2023 collection with our first release, the Slub Stretch Selvedge, one of the most iconic denim fabrics in the entire history of Naked and Famous Denim. We're going to tell you all about it, so stick around all the way to the end of the video. But before we get into things, I'm going to ask you kindly to hit the like button, tell a friend about our channel, subscribe if you like, then we're going to hit the intro, and then Risa's going to get us started off, as always, with the specs.
Okay, so Slub Stretch Selvedge is a 12.5 ounce Japanese selvage denim. It is 2% stretch and 98% cotton. And what makes this fabric stand out is the slubbiness.
Right. So for veterans of this channel, you might know what slubbiness is, but if you're new to Naked and Famous Denim, if you're new to raw denim, well then let me explain to you what slub is. So anytime you get a very textured denim that looks really bumpy and irregular, the reason why this is because the yarn that they use is called a slub yarn. And these yarns are very irregular in shape. They're skinny in some parts and they're fat in the others. And they're able to create this kind of yarn by controlling the speed at which the yarn spins. So when the yarn is being spun fast, you get the skinnier parts. And when the yarn is being spun slow, you get these fat parts. And it's supposed to kind of represent like hand spun yarn or, antique yarns that are just not quite like, factory perfect. So
right. Back in the days, like they couldn't make a very uniform yarn.
Right.
So, yeah.
So you get this like beauty of imperfection in that. And then when you take this yarn and you rope dye it, what happens is the fatter parts take in more indigo, the skinnier parts take in less indigo. And inevitably when you weave using this yarn, the fatter parts stick out of the fabric more, and because they have more indigo, they fade faster, but the skinnier parts, there's less indigo, and because they're kind of not sticking out on top of the fabric as much, they fade a little bit slower. So you get this beautiful gradation of indigo tones throughout the entire fabric, so it creates a very, very beautiful, eye-catching fade whenever you have a, very textured slubby denim like this one.
Mm-hmm. And the slubby denim in our raw denim world, it's kind of like a little bit hardcore. It's not like your typical clean,
uniform
flat denim.
finish.
Yeah. But then we mix that like very hardcore part of the denim with 2% stretch.
Right. So in the name, it's right there, Slub Stretch Selvedge. So hardcore look, but it breaks in like a stretch denim. So they're not the most rigid jeans in the world. Like they have that classic raw denim look, little bit of flop here, but break-in time is almost nothing, right? You put them on and you're gonna feel the comfort right away. And so if you're looking for that, hardcore denim, but sometimes it's a little intimidating in terms of like the break-in time, you don't have to worry about that with this one. Yeah. So as we were talking about the texture, we got to do it. We got to do the sound test. Yeah. So let's take a listen here. This is 12.5 ounce, 98% cotton, 2% stretch, indigo slub stretch selvedge.
On the horizontal side, it really does sound like a more, serious denim.
Yeah, but I think it doesn't have like the bassiness or the rumbliness of like a thicker denim. So I think, as always, I've tuned my ear to these things. I think they sound the way they feel.
Yeah.
Let me know what you guys think there.
But so I just want to talk about this denim a little bit more because we've done this fabric before.
Yes.
A Naked and Famous fan have seen us do this fabric over and over again.
Yeah. Well, not specifically this fabric.
Right.
No.
Just this.
Right. This base.
Yeah.
Right. So the Slub Stretch Selvedge represents one of the most used bases. It's maybe one of the longest running series in the Naked and Famous Denim history. But unlike, the Japan Heritage or like the Elephant Denim or Frankenstein Denim, it doesn't come numbered. Usually if we're using this base because you'll see the name Slub Stretch Selvedge in the title, like Sakura Slub Stretch Selvedge or Golden Hour Slub Stretch Selvedge. But sometimes we don't do that. Like this denim, for example, was used in the Dragon Ball collection for the Goku and the Cell jeans. We also used it in the Street Fighter collection back in the day with the Ryu and the Ken. So this has seen a lot of different iterations, and it's always proven to be an excellent fading denim.
Yeah.
And I was going to say that, like, for the stretch haters out there, for which maybe there will be some in the comments, man, boy, do these fade. boy, do these fade. So, like, you know, there's always, for some reason, I don't know why, a couple of folks out there who still have this belief that stretch denim doesn't fade. Well, let these faded photos here prove you wrong. And
yeah, but the reason that why we keep coming back to this space over and over again is just it's such a good denim that it appeals to a lot of people out there.
Yeah. It's the perfect blend of comfort and hardcore all in one jean.
Yeah. And this season, for maybe the first time or you know, first time in a long time at least, that we're doing dark indigo by white.
Yeah.
Classic.
This is the very first iteration of the Slub Stretch Selvedge was this fabric. So this is coming back. And excited to have it here.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to get a pair, they're going to be available in Super Guy, Weird Guy, and Easy Guy. There are 3 classic menswear fits. They're going to be available at select Naked and Famous denim retailers worldwide. So check out the blog post we have linked right here in the description, and you're going to be able to get them there. But before we end the video, because we have to, because this is the video about these jeans, we got to talk about the details of these jeans, which I kind of skipped over, but we'll get into it right now. So if you take a close look, you know, of course, you get that beautiful dark indigo, white backed denim, you know, classic indigo tone. You've got that beautiful brown leather patch here, which I think pairs up perfectly with the stitching here. We've got the classic Naked and Famous denim, silver metallic buttons and rivets here with the Je t'adore tout nu here on the rivets, and Naked and Famous denim here on the buttons. And these, of course, are all made for us custom by YKK in the USA, and the Selvedge ID. It's a faded pink, right?
It's very faint.
Yeah, very faint. If you some people might think it's an all white, but there is just a hint of pink in here, and this is basically a throwback nod to vintage jeans. As you know, red line is the classic. When you take a look at a pair of vintage jeans that have been washed and worn for decades and decades, that red eventually fades out and turns to pink. And so we're just starting off with that faint pink from the beginning. So
it's a very nice detail.
Another thing just to take a look at, of course, you've got that rough and tough exterior. The interior is really, like, if you want to really see how the slub works, take a look on the inside, because it's a little bit easier to notice, because you'll see, you know, the big inconsistencies in the weaving here, and you can see those big fat yarns, you know, showing very clearly on the inside. So if you ever want to study your denim, sometimes looking on the inside will give you a lot more insights into how that denim is made. Right. So overall, I think this is a very, very good start to the fall-winter 2023 season. We're coming up with a classic that I think a lot of people are going to be able to enjoy. And I hope to see your fade progress on these. So if you want to share your faded photos with us, share them on Instagram. Use the hashtag Naked and Famous Denim. I share lots of photos with the community. You're going to be able to, of course, find us on Instagram at Naked and Famous Denim. And if you want to join us live right here on YouTube every Friday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, we do a live stream. Reese and I, we answer all your raw denim questions. We preview all kinds of new products. So if you want a sneak peek of all the new stuff, you definitely want to tune in there. And am I rambling now?
Time to wrap
it up. So that's it. Hit the like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel on your way out. And we'll see you guys in the next video. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.